Welcome back with our new lesson 6.1 Equations. This lesson objective is to use addition, subtraction, multiplication and division properties of equality to solve simple equations. As we know, equations is a word extracted from the word equal or from equality. So we studied together in chapter 5 algebraic expressions, which we said that it contains letters, signs and numbers. So this is an algebraic expression, but we can't say that it has any value. Only if we gave you the value of x, you can give this expression a value. But when we say that this expression is equal to a number or another expression, for example, so now we have something called equation, because we have an equality between two sides and we have something unknown in one of the sides at least, so we call it an equation. This equation needs to be solved. Solving an equation means finding the value of the unknown variable in this equation. So if we can find the value of x, this means solving this equation. We can think in an equation the same as an old scale. If you have an old scale and it is equal, so we can say that we have in the left side of the scale x and -2, and on the right hand side of the scale we have the value 5. Now we want to know what is the value of x. This is the question, and this is the meaning of solving any equation. If we want to know that, so we need to isolate x in one of the sides of this scale. So we want to get rid of -2 here. To do that, maybe you suggest to add 2 to this side of the scale, but this will not make the scale equal. So you must add 2 to the other side to be equal. Now, it is obvious for us that we can cancel +2 with -2 because it is 0 plus x, which makes x alone in this left hand side of the scale. And on the other side over there, it is clear now that we can know the value of x, which is now equal to 7. Let us now solve this equation algebraically. We have x minus 2 in this side. In the other side we have 5. To undo subtraction 2 here, we need to add 2 to both sides, so everything will be okay. So both sides are equal also if we add to both sides the same number, if we subtract from both sides the same number, if we multiply both sides with the same number, if we divide both sides with the same number. So anything you do to one side, you must do it to the other side. This is the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division properties of equality. It's clear now that -2 plus 2 is equal to 0. So we have x isolated on the left hand side and it is equal to 7, and this is the solution of our equation. Let us take more examples. X plus 5 is equal to 2. To solve this equation, you need to undo the addition operation here with 5, so you need to get -5 to both sides. So x is isolated and it is equal to 2 minus 5, which is -3. Another example, x divided by 9 is equal to 4. We need here to undo the division, so x is divided by 9, we can multiply it with 9. We do the same thing with the other side. This is clear that we can simplify by cancelling 9 with 9. So x is equal to 9 times 4, which is 36. Another example, 4x is equal to 20. We need here to undo the multiplication. So 4x, x is multiplied by 4. We need to divide it by 4. We will do the same thing on the left-hand side. So it's clear now that x is equal to 5. An additional example, we can use other variables or letters like y, m, n, a, anything. Not always it is x. And also we can put the variable on the right, not always on the left. Now, we need to undo the multiplication here. Negative 6 is multiplied by y. So we need to divide it by the same number with the same sign to delete it. We should do the same thing on the other side. So now we can say that we isolated y here, because negative 6 divided by negative 6, this gives us 1 times y, which is y, and it is equal to positive 4 over 6, which can be simplified to 2 over 3. Another example. In this example, notice that we have two operations. We have multiplication, we have addition. Be careful that you need to undo the addition and subtraction operations first, then you can undo the multiplication or division operations. So first thing here, we will say 2x plus 5. We need to undo the addition first. So we get negative 5 to this side here. You should do the same thing with the other side over there. Now it's clear that here they are cancelled together. We have 2x only equals to 1. Now, if you want to undo the multiplication, you need also to divide by 2 both sides. So 2 is cancelled, and we have x isolated in one side, and the other side we have half, which is the value of x and the solution of our equation. Let us take a final example. X over 3 minus 6 is equal to 9. Also, we have two operations here, division and subtraction. We first undo the subtraction operation. So x over 3 minus 6, we need to put plus 6 to both sides. So we can undo the subtraction operation. Here it is clear that 6 and negative 6 are cancelled, and we have x over 3 is equal to 15 in the other side. Now, to undo the division, we need to multiply both sides by 3. So we can cancel 3 by 3 now, and we have finally x is equal to 3 times 15, which is 45. And this is the way that we use to solve such linear equations. We reached the end of our lesson. Thank you.